Do you ever dream of the day when English words will flow from your mouth as easily as they do in your native language? What if true fluency wasn't about being perfect, but about being brave enough to connect? Did you know that your brain can begin to form new neural pathways for a language after just a few weeks of consistent, daily speaking practice, even if you're just talking to yourself? Let's start building those pathways together right now. Subscribe to English Vibe Daily right now, because who knows, maybe later we won't get a chance to meet again. Hello, and a very warm welcome back to English Vibe Daily. I'm Adam, and I am so happy you have chosen to be here with me today. In today's very special episode, we will talk about how to speak English fluently. We are going to explore what fluency really means, and I promise you, it's not what you think. I will also share 5 simple, powerful tips that will help you build it day by day. In our session today, you will learn how to speak with a natural rhythm, how to speak with wonderful clarity, and most importantly, how to speak with unshakable confidence. As always in our lessons here, I will speak slowly and clearly. I will use simple, easy-to-understand words, and I will repeat the most important ideas to make sure they truly sink in. This is your safe space to practice. I invite you to listen, repeat my words, and speak along with me. This is our powerful shadowing technique that builds your skills step by step. So, are you ready to unlock your fluent voice? Let's take a deep, calming breath, relax our shoulders, and begin this exciting journey together. Before we dive into our 5 powerful tips, let's first talk about what the word fluency truly means. Because this is where so many learners get stuck. Many people believe that fluency means speaking incredibly fast without any hesitation. Others think fluency means speaking with perfect grammar like a walking textbook without ever making a single mistake. But I am here to tell you, with 100% certainty, that this is not true. True fluency is when you can speak naturally. It's when your words come out smoothly and connectedly in a comfortable and continuous flow. It's that beautiful moment when you don't have to stop every 2 seconds to mentally search for a word or translate a sentence from your native language. Fluency is not about speed. It is about flow. It is not about perfection. It is about connection. Please listen carefully to this next part. Even native English speakers do not speak perfectly. We pause all the time. We say filler words like or We repeat words to give ourselves a moment to think, and we often start a sentence, change our minds, and fix it halfway through. And all of that is completely normal communication. Many brave English learners tell me, "Adam, I will start speaking when I get better." But here is the most important truth I can share with you today. If you don't speak, you will never, ever get better. Fluency is like a river. It only moves when you allow it to move. It only flows when you learn to let go of your fear and self-judgment. Your English will start to flow the moment you stop demanding perfection from yourself. You don't need to sound perfect. You just need to sound like you. Real, authentic, and brave. Tip number 1 is to speak every single day. No excuses. This is the golden rule, the absolute foundation of fluency. The only way to become a better speaker is to practice the physical act of speaking, every single day. You can read hundreds of books. You can study thousands of grammar rules. But if you do not open your mouth and produce sound, your speaking skills will remain locked inside you, silent. Speaking is not a theoretical subject you can master by reading. It is a physical skill, just like playing the piano. You cannot learn to play beautiful music by just reading about it. You must sit down, touch the keys, and train your fingers to move. That is how real growth happens. I remember a student of mine, another Adam, who made a simple commitment. He decided to speak English for just 10 minutes every single morning while walking to the train station for work. He didn't wait for the perfect time. He didn't wait for a conversation partner. He just spoke. He would describe the buildings he saw, talk about his plans for the day, and practice the sentences he learned with me. After 2 short months, something magical happened. He realized that he had started to think directly in English. He didn't even notice it at first, but his brain had started to build those new pathways. You can absolutely do this too. Every day, find just 5 to 10 minutes. You can talk to yourself in the mirror while you brush your teeth. You can record a short audio message on your phone, telling it about your day. You can read a paragraph from a news article out loud. The content doesn't have to be perfect. The grammar doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be regular. Consistency is far more powerful than intensity. Make speaking a daily habit, just like drinking your morning coffee. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you're ready to commit to this daily practice. Our second tip is to feel the fear and speak anyway. Let me be honest with you. Speaking a foreign language can feel scary. It can make your heart race and your palms sweat. That is a completely normal human feeling. Everyone feels it. Yes, even confident speakers feel it sometimes. The key is not to let that fear control you. Another student I worked with was incredibly shy. She was terrified to speak because she hated the idea of making a mistake in front of anyone. I remember in our very first class, she managed to say only 3 very short sentences. Her hands were shaking under the table. Her face was bright red, but she did it. She spoke. Each week she came back and spoke a little more. 2 weeks later, she was able to tell me a short, simple story about her weekend. She still made a few mistakes, but this time she was smiling. She was proud because she was proving to herself that she was stronger than her fear. Here is a life-changing truth. Confidence does not come before you act. Confidence is the result of your courageous action. Every single time you open your mouth and speak, even when you feel scared, you are building real, unshakable courage. The next time you feel that wave of fear, I want you to try this. Stop. Take 1 long, deep breath. Then say just 1 short sentence. After that, say another one. The fear becomes smaller with every word you speak. You can even use this powerful phrase, "I'm not 100% sure how to say this, but I'll try." That simple sentence is pure power. It signals to your brain that you are brave. Tip 3 is to train your mouth. Fluency does not just live in your mind, in your knowledge of words and grammar. A huge part of fluency lives in your mouth, in your tongue, your lips, and your jaw. Your mouth is like a system of muscles. To speak English smoothly and clearly, you must train these muscles to make new shapes and movements. If you don't move your mouth, it stays slow and awkward with English sounds. If you train it consistently, it becomes strong, fast, and agile. Let's start with a simple exercise. Reading aloud. Choose a short text. A paragraph from a story or a news article about 100 words is perfect. First, read it very slowly and clearly, focusing on making every sound. Then, read it again, this time a little bit faster, trying to connect the words more smoothly. Do this 3 or 4 times. Each repetition is like a workout for your mouth, teaching it the unique rhythm and flow of English. Next, let's try singing. Pick a slow, simple English song that you really like. Read the lyrics first to understand them. Then, play the song and sing along with the music. When it starts to feel easy, choose a slightly faster song. One of my students used to sing Count on Me by Bruno Mars every single morning in the shower. After just 3 weeks, not only was her pronunciation much clearer, but her everyday speech started to sound much more natural and musical. She told me that singing had made her fall in love with learning English again. Remember this powerful idea. You don't learn to speak by just reading about speaking. You learn by physically moving your mouth. Tip 4 is to think and speak in phrases, not single words. When native speakers talk, we don't think word by word by word. We think in chunks of words or phrases. This is one of the biggest secrets to sounding natural. If you only study individual words, your brain has to do too much work when you speak. It has to pull one word, then the next word, and then try to put them together with the correct grammar. This is why you pause and hesitate. It's like building a house one single brick at a time. But when you learn complete phrases, you are learning with entire sections of the wall already built. Your brain can just grab the whole phrase and say it instantly. Think about the word get. If you only know the word get, you have to stop and think. But if you learn the phrases get a coffee, get on the bus, or get a new job, you can speak without any translation or delay. Here is how you can practice this. Each day, choose 5 simple, useful phrases. You could learn, how's it going? And what are you up to this weekend? Could I get the bill, please? Say these phrases out loud a few times in the morning, afternoon, and evening. Then try to use them in a real conversation. When you do this, you are building a library of ready-to-use sentences in your mind, which is the key to speaking with effortless flow. Our final tip, number 5, is to create your own English moments. You do not need to live in America, the UK, or Australia to live in English. You can create your own immersive English world, right where you are today. English can become a natural part of your day, not just something you do during study time. You can surround yourself with the language in small, easy, and even fun ways. Here's how. Start by putting small English labels around your home. Write mirror on a sticky note and put it on your mirror. Write window and door. Every time you see these words, your brain will absorb them without any real effort. Another powerful and simple trick is to change your phone's language setting to English. You will learn essential everyday words like call, message, settings, and calendar just by using your phone as you normally do. Commit to listening to one English podcast or watching one short English video every single day. Even just 5 minutes while you are making breakfast is enough. And one of my absolute favorite methods is to write a short diary in English before you go to sleep. It can be just 3 simple sentences. Today I went to work. It was a busy day. I feel tired but happy. One of my students did this every night. After about 2 months, she told me that a strange and wonderful thing had started to happen. She had begun to dream in English. Her brain had started to truly live in the language. Well done, my wonderful friend. You stayed with me until the very end of our lesson, and that shows real dedication and effort. Today you learned what true fluency means, and you now have 5 simple, powerful tips to help you grow. You spoke, you shadowed, and you practiced today, and that is what truly matters. Every time you open your mouth and practice, your English voice becomes stronger, clearer, and more confident. I encourage you to come back to this episode often. Listen again, shadow with me again, and with each repetition, you will feel your fluency blossom. This is English Vibe Daily. I'm Adam, and I am so incredibly proud of your effort today. Keep listening, keep speaking, and never stop believing in yourself. I will see you in our next lesson.